Sauce Gardner.
Sauce Gardner is a New York Jet!
Swaggy Sauce Gardner.
I love Sauce. I love his tape. I love his press technique. I love his confidence. He has everything you want to see in the position. And I think Robert Saleh in this scheme is perfect. It's a hand-in-glove fit for him, man.
Garrett Wilson.
It's Garrett Wilson! The New York Jets have just got two big-time playmakers!
I believe that Garrett Wilson is going to be the most impactful rookie receiver in this class. And I think we see Zach Wilson play like he did the last 6 games of the year, times 10, and have a phenomenal second season.
Wow, you think? Yeah! Let's Jermaine Johnson!
Brees Hall, running back, Iowa State.
Brees Hall, oh my God, they got him! They went offense. They went with the best running back in the draft. Jeremy Ruckert, oh my God! The Long Island native is a New York Jet!
J-E-T-S, Jet.
Let's go! Yo, I was muted to start it off, but we're not muted anymore. What's good, Jets Nation? Welcome back to another Jets Media live stream. It is officially Patriots week, and now we have to figure out a way to beat the damn Patriots, and I think that we will. Yes, I believe that this New York Jets team will beat the New England Patriots, and in this stream, I will tell you why. Now, it won't be easy. The Patriots beat us a couple of weeks ago. But based off what I saw against the New York Jets against the New England Patriots in that game, I think that this Jets team has what it takes to get the job done. And we know that the stakes are high for this one. It is through the roof. A win means first place in the division. A loss means last place in the division. Wow. What a difference that is, right? What a difference that is. So, in today's live stream, guys, we're going to break down the New England Patriots. We're going to break down the New York Jets. We're going to get into the chat. We're going to hear from you guys. And we're going to talk some Jets, baby. Let's go. We're going to talk some Jets. How about that? We're going to talk some Jets all day long. So, guys, please do your boy a gigantic favor. Hit that like button on your way into the show. As we're just getting started here, hope you guys are having a fantastic Tuesday morning. It's been a great time on Jets Media this whole season, to be honest. And I want to thank you all for sticking with Richie throughout this entire Jets season. So everybody smash that like button on your way into the show as we are just getting started here on JETS Media. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts real quick in the chat. How are we feeling about the Jets and the Patriots game? What is your thoughts? So I think we all are not scarred, but we had a full week of preparation for the Patriots a couple of weeks ago. There was so much hype going into that game. We were on a 4-game win streak. We were 5-2. We knew that if we beat the Patriots and be 6-2, we'd be, because at that point, no one really expected the Jets to be able to beat the Bills. So we're like, if we don't beat the Patriots, then we're going to be 5-4 by the bye, and the season's going to be going downhill from there. And if you look back at that Patriots-Jets game, bro, go rewatch it. The Jets are the better team, and I will stand on that. I will stand on that. The Jets are the more talented team. The only thing the Patriots have on the Jets is the coaching staff. And that's not a knock on Saleh. It's just we're versing the greatest coach of all time, in my opinion, in Bill Belichick, who knows how to exploit the weaknesses of this New York Jets team. Now, I'm going to get deeper into the Patriots in a bit, but I think a little preview of what I think what we're going to talk about later on. The key to win is simple. Containing Matthew Judon. Because Matthew Judon was in Zach Wilson's face for all 3 of his interceptions. And the Patriots' defensive scheme is all about getting Zach Wilson off his spot, which is in the pocket, force him out force him to scramble, force him to extend plays, and force him into mistakes. It's exactly what the Patriots did successfully against the Jets. And that's what we will be talking about today. Also, Pro Bowl voting is live, so make sure you guys go do that. Hey, Richie, Jets motto, take one game at a time. Do not look ahead. This is uncharted territory for this regime. Do not get too ahead of yourself. I agree, man. It's Patriots week. We're not talking about anything else today but the New England Patriots. Tough matchup, I think you mean, that they are great against the run and are good at confusing quarterbacks as well as good pass rush, but we are much more talented. Yeah, listen, I like the way the Jets match up against the Patriots defensively against their offense, but when it comes to the Jets offense against the Patriots defense, that's what's going to really be the difference of this game. Also, the Jets have to have a bounce-back game on special teams because they absolutely look terrible on that phase of the ball against the Patriots in that game. How's Corey Davis? He is day-to-day. We will find out if he practices on Wednesday for sure. I think New England needs to contain the Zach scrambling. Yeah, I mean, the Jets just got to do the same game plan they'd had against the Buffalo Bills. Get Zach Wilson in rhythm early. Let him throw the ball fast in rhythm quickly and getting rid of the ball, picking up first down with your legs. Don't rely on extending. Zach didn't really run around a lot against the Bills in terms of scrambling out of the pocket. He stayed in the pocket and slung that thing, baby. He slung that rock. So before we get deeper into the Patriots and I hear from you guys in the chat, let's hear a word from the sponsor of the Tuesday shows on Jets Media. You guys know them very well. They are Mojo. As you guys are aware by now, Mojo is a stock market that is in the sports world that you can download today by scanning the QR code on your screen or just clicking the link down below in the description. Now, there's a lot of positive things to talk about on the market when it comes to our beloved New York Jets. Zach Wilson, he's trending up, baby. He is slowly trending up. And if there's one thing about Zach Wilson, guys, is this. What did we see from him in his rookie year? First 3 games were not good. And then his 4th game of the season was excellent, beating the Tennessee Titans in overtime. He had his breakout game. And then he still was a little rough, wasn't playing that great. And then he got injured. And then Zach Wilson comes back from injury and looks like a completely different quarterback. And if you look at the stats from Zach Wilson in his first half of the season to his second half of the season last year, it looks like completely different. I'm expecting the same thing this year. When you look at Zach Wilson's numbers right now, and then you look at them at the end of the year, I think it's going to be 2 stories to be told. And I'm predicting this, right? I could be completely wrong, but that's my prediction because I believe Zach Wilson gains confidence and cleans up his mistakes as the season progresses and he's still young and learning. I think Zach Wilson is going to be playing his best football of his life at the end of the in the back end of the season, starting off with this game on Sunday. Now, when I say he's playing his best football of his life, that doesn't mean he's lighting up the league and he's a top quarterback in the NFL. It's not what I mean. What I mean is he's showing improvements to the point where Jets fans are looking at Zach like, okay, we might have our franchise quarterback. Because going into the season, everybody, we all were wondering if Zach Wilson was the guy. Is he going to prove it this year or not? And this year, Zach Wilson hasn't really won over the fan base yet because he hasn't been consistent. He hasn't. It's that simple. I mean, he's 5-1, but at the end of the day, the team is so talented around Zach where Zach doesn't really have to do anything, right? So we're still wondering if Zach Wilson is the franchise quarterback. I'm hopeful that he will become that. But it's my job to be realistic here. And I don't think, in my opinion, I think it's way too early to write off Zach Wilson. It's my opinion. You can disagree with me, but I think you got to give him this season and next year to really evaluate what Zach Wilson is. So now the question is, how does Zach Wilson improve? And if you look at the Mojo stock market at $32 a share, if you believe Zach Wilson is going to be the guy, and if you want to make some money and back it up, you invest in Zach Wilson right now because his stock price is going to explode if he starts playing better football in the back end of the year. I'm projecting it to go in the 40s because quarterbacks are so valuable on Mojo. So if you think Zach Wilson is the guy, invest in him now before his stock price rises. Blue and yellow blood, do the math. $5 donation says, I would like to get my hopes up for this game, but the Jets always drop the ball. Pun intended. Yeah, listen, we had our hopes up against the Patriots a couple weeks ago and we got disappointed, so I don't blame you. But at the end of the day, I got confidence, bro. If we could beat the Buffalo Bills and we clean up the mistakes and do not have self-inflicting wounds, we're going to beat the Patriots. The only way we lose against the Patriots is simple, is if we beat ourselves. If we make boneheaded mistakes and penalties, the Patriots are notorious for capitalizing on those. The Patriots are a team where if you make a mistake, they are going to make sure that you know that you made a mistake and you're going to pay for it. So it's up to the Jets to minimize mistakes. Now, you also look at Garrett Wilson. I mean, he's probably been the story of the Mojo market in terms of New York Jets players skyrocketing. I mean, I think Garrett Wilson's on pace. I think he's going to hit 1,000 yards, if you're being honest. Yeah, so invest in Garrett Wilson right now because he's only going to get better. And then our running back duo of Michael Carter and James Robinson, they're continuing to climb on the market slowly and surely. Michael Carter at $6.11 after his game against the Buffalo Bills, 76 yards on the ground and a rushing touchdown. James Robinson got in the end zone for the first time for the New York Jets. They're trending up. We also have a tight end duo of Uzama and Conklin are trending up on the market. They're really cheap at $3 a share if you feel like they're going to be bringing any value. And the two players that are on the decline are Corey Davis simply because he's injured and Elijah Moore because he requested a trade, and the Jets are not getting him involved. So the big question is Elijah Moore going to start getting the ball or not? The Jets are going to be, according to Saleh, bringing him in the slot. So does that mean Elijah is going to actually be getting targets? I have no idea. I would stay away from Elijah Moore on the Mojo market. He is way too much of a wild card. If there were players that I'd invest in, it's definitely Zach Wilson, Garrett Wilson, and Michael Carter, and maybe even Tyler Conklin at $3.95. So that is the Mojo stock report for the New York Jets, and I think that it is an awesome app. And if you guys click the link down below in the description, download it today and start investing in our beloved New York Jets. Jerry says, I think it is Zach Wilson's comfort level with the receivers. Corey Davis is his favorite target, but he's been injured and missed preseason, and he doesn't have enough experience with Wilson and Mims. Well, the good thing, Jerry, is the last two games, Zach Wilson and Garrett Wilson are on point together. Garrett Wilson is 14 catches for 207 yards in 2 games. So even though Corey went down, Garrett Wilson stepped into that number one role, and he's coming through. So the good thing is that Zach Wilson and Garrett Wilson are getting that chemistry. So when Corey Davis comes back, it's going to add another weapon. And you have Denzel Mims still on the field. And you have Elijah Moore moving to the slot. And you have Braxton Berrios as the gadget guy. And, of course, you have the tight ends and the running back. So the playmakers are around Zach. So it's up to him to really, really do his job. You really expect every position on the team to be all-pro? Come on, guys. Be realistic and enjoy the ride. That's true. We cannot expect that to be the – if we were all-pro in every position, we'd be a Super Bowl team. I think the Jets have 2 all-pros, potentially 3. Quinnen Williams, C.J. Mosley, and Sauce Gardner. You can even add Elijah Vera Tucker and Breece Hall in there if they were healthy. Morning, big Jets fans from Edmonton, Canada. Keep up the great content, JETS. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for supporting the Jets all the way in Canada, baby. Zach to Mims is heating up. Hell yeah, baby. Denzel Mims coming in there with the clutch catch in third down, bro. Jets could easily been 8-1 with the only loss being Bengals. This is a badass Jets team when firing on all cylinders. 100%. 100%. Don't sleep on DJ Reed. Yeah, I mean, we're talking all pro. I think Pro Bowl for DJ Reed for sure. The Pro Bowlers for the Jets, in my opinion, that have the best chance, Sauce Gardner, DJ Reed, Quinnen Williams, C.J. Mosley. Those are the 4 guys. And if AVT and Breece Hall were playing, they'd be Pro Bowlers as well, but they're not. So I think the Jets have 4 potential Pro Bowlers on defense. And you could even throw in Justin Hardy as a special teams gunner for Pro Bowl. So DJ Reed, CJ, Sauce, Quinnen are the most likely to make it. because Sauce is playing. We all know what Sauce is doing. I mean, what he's doing is just unheard of as a rookie, right? DJ Reed is playing at the top of the level at the cornerback position. Quinnen Williams is breaking out to the point where he is a superstar D tackle. And CJ Mosley is turning back the clock and playing like he's in his prime with the Baltimore Ravens. He's third in the NFL in tackles. He's the quarterback of the defense. His game against the Buffalo Bills was phenomenal. Elite in coverage, getting sacks, punching the ball out. I mean, CJ Mosley is back, and he is a big reason to this defense, bro. I think CJ is probably the most underappreciated player on the defense because he's just so quietly the leader and so quietly leading the team in tackles and so quietly being the communication guy. So, for sure. CJ Mosley, most underrated player on the team. I agree. If you talk about underrated players that are, not talked about a lot, but also playing at a Pro Bowl caliber level, it's CJ Mosley. It's that simple. This defense is not playing at the level that they're doing right now without him being healthy. And that's a fact. So let's get into the Jets and the Patriots. It is Patriots week, and the New York Jets have a chance to get their redemption against the Patriots on Sunday in Foxborough. The Jets are 6-3 right now. The New England Patriots are 5-4. They're one game behind the New York Jets. The Jets are in second place in the AFC East. If they win this football game, the Jets will improve to 7-3, and they will be in first place in the AFC East, tied with the Miami Dolphins. And the Jets have the tiebreaker over the Dolphins because we beat their asses 40-17. So, how are the Jets going to beat the New England Patriots? Here are the keys to victory. So, first key, defense. The New York Jets defense has to get to Mac Jones and make him suffer all day long. We sacked him like 5 or 6 times last matchup, but at the end of the day, the defense did their job, but they were not as good on third down. So be more efficient on third down on defense. The Jets defense was phenomenal, elite, first down and second down. But on third down, Mac Jones was picking up the first down with his legs too much, and he was also just figuring it out. But I cannot blame the defense for that game. So the first key to victory is the defense. The defense has to control the game. The defense has to set a tone. They have to force turnovers, intercept Mac Jones, sack him, stop the run, because their only weapon on offense that I'm afraid of is Stevenson, their running attack. And I think the Jets defense stacks up very well against their offense. So that's the first key, is the defense. The second key, Zach Wilson. This is the biggest game of Zach Wilson's life for the sole reason because his worst game of the year came against this very team in the New England Patriots. Zach Wilson's 5-1, and his only loss comes against the Patriots. And he was the reason why we lost that game. Zach Wilson, 355 yards, 2 touchdowns in that game, but he had 3 interceptions that costed them the entire game. So it's up to Zach Wilson to minimize the mistakes, because the New England Patriots are a team that if you make a mistake, if you turn the ball over in your own territory, they will capitalize on that and will make you eat that mistake. And that was the difference of that New England Patriots game for the Jets. So if Zach Wilson plays turnover-free football, I like the Jets' chances of winning. Now, when it comes to the running attack for the Jets offensively, the New England Patriots are one of the best teams at stopping the run. So that is something that the Jets fans need to look out for. And that's another key to victory. Can we establish a run on the New England Patriots defense? And if we cannot establish a run, can Zach Wilson do what he did against the Buffalo Bills, stay in the pocket, rip the ball within the pocket with accuracy, timing, and anticipation to Garrett Wilson, to Elijah Moore, to Corey Davis if he's healthy, and the tight ends? Can he be efficient? Can he play turnover-free football? And the final key is simple: special teams. And I'm bringing up all 3 phases of the ball because when you're going up against a team like the New England Patriots, who pride themselves on special teams, you have to be able to win on that side of the ball if you want to beat them. And we lost on special teams against the Patriots. I can say the Jets won on special teams probably every game this year besides against the Patriots. They won the field position battle. Every time the Patriots started the ball, it was great field position, whether it was on the 40-yard line, whether it was already in Jets territory. The New England Patriots had 5 field goals and 1 touchdown on the Jets defense. And all 5 of those field goals wasn't because the Jets defense stunk. It was because the field position was so bad to the point where the defense did their job, but they were still in a field goal range when they got the third down stop. So it's up to the offense to protect the football. It's up to the special teams to make sure that we do not lose the field position battle. And if the New York Jets simply win the turnover margin, we are winning this football game. The only way we lose against the New England Patriots is this: self-inflicting wounds. If the Jets are doing boneheaded penalties like the John Franklin Myers roughing the passer, if they make stupid throws like Zach Wilson spinning around and throwing it to doing a Patriots defender on the sideline instead of throwing it out of bounds, we're going to lose the game. But how we win the game is literally everything we did against the Patriots in that game, but cleaning up the self-inflicting wounds in special teams. That's it. Because Zach Wilson had a career high in passing yards that day. He had 2 touchdowns through the air. And he also had 9 explosive plays. Now, I understand that it's hard to talk about Zach Wilson's positives in that game because the 3 interceptions totally outweigh the positives. But when you watch the film and you're looking at it in an analytical perspective, and you're looking at it in a film breakdown, and you're assessing a quarterback, you do have to bring up the positives, because that was one of the best Zach Wilson's first halves of his career. And then it all fell apart in the second half. Zach was absolutely lights out. I remember thinking to myself, whoa, this is the Zach Wilson game. I mean, he starts off the first play that was impressive, rolling to his left, throwing across his body to Tyler Conklin for the first down, accurate. And then the next play action bootleg, rolling to the right, firing an absolute bomb on the money, perfectly placed ball 60 yards down the field to Garrett Wilson to get into the red zone. And then Zach Wilson gets his first touchdown of the day to Tyler Conklin, stays in the pocket, pressure's collapsing in his face, rips it to Tyler Conklin, who barely has any separation, puts it right where it needs to be, touchdown. At that moment, I was like, whoa, this is the Zach Wilson game. But then the New England Patriots defense did what they do best, getting inside of Zach Wilson's head, forcing him to move out of the pocket and forcing him into erratic throws. And that was the biggest difference of the game. So don't make it seem like Zach was all bad against the Patriots. That's not the case. It really is not. 355 yards is a career high for Zach Wilson. Having 2 touchdown passes is a great sign for his progression. If he cleans up those 4 boneheaded throws, and those 4 throws are so bad to the point where we have to talk about it because that's why we lost the game. But at the end of the day, we saw that he can clean up those mistakes against the Buffalo Bills. And I think the Buffalo Bills has a better defense than the Patriots. And Zach Wilson played high caliber football. He had a career high in completion percentage against the Bills, 72%. So it's up to the scheme. It's up to the game plan of LaFleur to make sure that Zach Wilson has enough time to throw the ball, to get rid of the ball fast, picking up the first down with his legs. Also, what kind of running game are we going to have in this one? If we're going up against one of the best run defenses in the NFL, is our run game that good that we can match up against them? Can Michael Carter get going? Can James Robinson get going? Can we get Braxton Berrios involved in the running game? Can we get Elijah Moore involved in the run game? Right? The Jets got to be creative. The offensive line needs to step up because they are a big X factor in this game. So I cannot remember a game that has this much meaning behind it in my entire life as a Jets fan, besides the game in 2015, the last game of the year. It's either first or last. The New York Jets control their own destiny. And that's my last point. We can look at all the teams and root against the AFC East teams and root against all the AFC conference teams all we want, like we should. But at the end of the day, the Jets control their own destiny. And that's my point. They've positioned themselves in a spot where it does not matter who wins or who loses in the division or in the conference. If they take care of business and they go 5-3 in their next 8 games, they are in the playoffs. So they control their own destiny right now. It's great that the Buffalo Bills lost yesterday. It's great that we beat the Bills, right? But at the end of it's great that the Chargers lost. But at the end of the day, the New York Jets have positioned themselves at 6-3 heading into Week 11 that they control their own destiny because of how efficient they were in their first 9 games, winning 6 of them. And that's a great sign because if it was the different case, right? Say we are the 10th seed and we're looking up and we have to have some teams lose. That's not the case right now. The Jets have every single opportunity to make the playoffs. It's simple. Go 5-3, you're in. 4-4 maybe gets you in, but that might be a little too risky for my liking. 4-4 gets you to 10 wins. 5-3 gets you to 11 wins. 6-2 might win you the damn division. So this is really what it comes down to. We are in the back end of the season, and stakes are high. What up, Peter? Max Mitchell will be on the Pats game. So they opened up the practice window for Max Mitchell, which means he has to be activated in the next 21 days. It's not guaranteed that he's going to be playing, Peter, but he is back at practice. So we will find out if he's playing or not, Peter. We do not know for sure just yet. So, guys, if you're just tuning into the show, please do me a gigantic favor. Smash that like button, everybody. We got 33 likes with 88 of you folks watching. If you guys could do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Woo! Let's go, baby. It feels interesting be on a bye week and we're just like sitting back waiting for something. So, guys, I'm actually collaborating with MetLife. MetLife Stadium is doing a really cool auction, and it's for a very good cause. Now, I'm going to play these videos of Quinnen Williams and Laken Tomlinson, and if you guys click the link down below in the description, you can enter a raffle to potentially go to One Jets Drive and play Madden with Quinnen Williams, or you go to One Jets Drive and hang out with Laken Tomlinson. So here is a quick word from MetLife and your chance to win.
Hey Jets fans, Quentin Williams here with some exciting news. Starting November 6th, you'll have the chance to bid on some amazing exclusive experiences, including a tour of the Atlantic Health Jets Training Center and playing Madden with me. So get ready to support a good cause. Support Year Up New York, New Jersey to increase opportunities for young adults to develop their professional skills. Visit NewYorkJets.com/MetLife for more information. Let's go.
Hey Jets fans, Laken Thompson here with some exciting news. Starting November 6th, you'll have the chance to bid on some amazing exclusive experiences, including a tour of the Atlantic Health Jets Training Center and a Jamaican-style dinner with me. So get ready to support a good cause, supporting Europe, New York, New Jersey to increase opportunities for young adults to develop their professional skills. Visit NewYorkJets.com/MetLife for more information. Let's go!
So if you want to join in on the bidding war and it supports a great cause, click the link down below in the description and it will take you to the NFL auction where you can sign up and bid to play with Quinnen Williams, Madden, or you get a tour of MetLife Stadium, One Jets Drive with Laken Tomlinson. So if you click that link down below in the description, I'm partnering up with the New York Jets and I'm partnering up with MetLife to promote this beautiful cause. So again, guys, click that link down below and it's for a great cause. Let's do it. It ends in 13 days. So now is the time. Now is the time to sign up. All right, guys. So, what's a big X factor for this game that you think? I think I know what the X factor is. We already broke it down. It's Zach. It's Zachy boy. It's that simple. All right? It's that freaking simple. You know what we're going to do right now? We're going to vote for the Pro Bowl. Together. Let's vote for the Pro Bowl. All right, guys, we're going to vote. So I just put it in the chat if you want to join and vote for the New York Jets to make the Pro Bowl. I just pinned it at the top of the chat. So let's do it together. I mean, we're going to vote for Zach, even though he's not going to make it because we can. We're going to get Carl Lawson in there. Special teams. Where is Justin Hardy? There he is. We're getting Hardy in there. Quinnen for sure. CJ Mosley, no doubt. And then all three corners deserve. Yeah, and that's going to be my vote. These are who I'm voting for. You know what? Let's add some Garrett Wilson in this. And Michael Carter, because we can. 3 touchdowns, no fumbles. Let's go. Pro Bowler in my books. Everyone vote. Everyone vote. Everyone vote. Click the link at the top of the chat to vote for the New York Jets. Let's go, baby. Thomas said, hey, Richie, I'm looking forward to this one. It's been since the Jets have been a threat to the Pats. Yeah, man, the Patriots have the Jets number, obviously. The past 13 games, you guys have won. And I still am salty about that game against you guys a couple weeks ago. I believe the Jets should have won that game, but we lost that game ourselves. We did. And John Franklin Myers needs to not have another pass interference for the rest of his career because I am going to be upset if he does that again, right? But the Jets are a threat. And if you don't think they are, shame on you. We like being slept on. You're the only Jets fan I respect, but Patriots giving you the annual beating again. The main Dan Dano, 212. I mean, listen, I do not expect any Patriots fan to be afraid of the Jets. I don't expect any Patriots fan to fear the Jets until the Jets beat them. Every single Patriots fan has every right to talk down on the Jets and expect this. It's that simple. Because the Patriots fan base will never give the Jets credit until we beat them. That's how it works, guys. I know we want to see some Patriots fans give us some respect and all these things. They don't care that we beat the Bills. We still got to beat them. Right? We have to beat the Patriots. That's the next step of closing the gap in the division. We are 2-1 in the division at home. Now we go on the road against the division. Are we going to be 2-1 again? Are we going to be 1-2, 0-3, 3-0? We'll find out. We will find out. Jamie's in the chat. Jets will beat the Patriots. Say it louder, Jamie. Road Warriors coming up. Jets fell off not having Jets football. Also, why not us? We can definitely win the division. Hell yeah, we can. We just beat the Bills. We just beat the freaking Bills. Go Pats. Jets are our sons. Thank you for beating the Bills, though. We're coming for you. By the way, I had a lot of confidence of beating the New England Patriots even before we beat the Bills. After we lost to the Patriots and after rewatching that game, I had so much confidence in this team to go back and beat the New England Patriots. And I'm not just saying that because we beat the Bills. I was thinking that before that Bills game. That's how much confidence I have in this team to bounce back against the Patriots based on what I saw. Because the Jets lost that game against the Patriots. Zach Wilson handed that game away. John Franklin Myers had a boneheaded roughing the passer penalty. And I know you can't play the what-if game, but the reality is the Jets were dominating that game in the first half until Zach Wilson started throwing some idiotic turnovers. And we saw Zach Wilson bounce back against the Buffalo Bills, who are the best team defensively at that time. And obviously they lost to the Vikings on Sunday, but I still think the Bills are a top 5 team. So don't discredit that win all of a sudden. Zach Wilson goes up against the Buffalo Bills and plays exactly how he's supposed to play. 72 completion percentage, no interceptions, and a touchdown. What more do you want from Zach Wilson against the Bills, right? That's what I want to see against the Patriots. It's exactly what I want to see. I got confidence in this Jets team. Want to know why? Because they are a bunch of dogs that believe in each other. They play with confidence. They play with swagger. They play with tenacity. And they know how important this game is. And I think that this defense is going to have a field day against that trash Patriots offense. They're going to make Mac Jones look like an absolute bum that he is. Because, by the way, Mac Jones, he's having a worse season than Zach Wilson, by the way. Just saying. If Jets can continue to improve and get into the playoffs, no one will want to playoffs. Our defense is that good, and Zach will only get better. James Robinson and Carter are a deadly duo, JETS. Very true, Daniel. If the Jets make the playoffs, you're 0-0 in the playoffs. Anything can happen. Any man's game. When you have a defense playing at the level that it's playing at, bro, anything can happen. Anything can happen. As a Patriots fan, if Breece Hall plays, the Jets win. If the Patriots dominating offensively this week, this is a done deal. If the Patriots offense starts clicking. Yeah, I mean, your offense didn't really do that much against us. So I think that it'll continue. It's funny how all these non-Jets fans come in here on the daily. Yeah, man, we welcome them. We welcome them with open arms to Jets media. Mac a Pro Bowler. Not this year. Mac Jones looks trash this season, man. Now, I can't speak because Zach Wilson hasn't done anything better, but I'm not afraid of Mac. I remember how scared I was for our defense in that first preseason game. Now look at us. Facts, man. Crazy how far this team has gone. We just have to, like, as a Jets fan base, not get so caught up and remember how far this team has come in such a slow time. Right? So I think that if the Jets win this game and go to 7-3, they'll not only be first place in the division at the time, but they will be like second seed in the AFC. Now, obviously, there's a lot of football to be played, right? In all seriousness, Richie, we all know the Bills will turn it around and the Jets are doing well, but you really need a franchise quarterback, and Zach ain't it. Now, I am not writing off Zach Wilson. I'm just not. I believe that there are some quarterbacks in this league that has a different trajectory. And I see a raw potential in Zach that I think that he has the ability to clean up his mistakes. Now, he has a lot of proving to do. And I'm not expecting anybody in this chat or anybody in the world to be sold on Zach to be the franchise quarterback. That is not my point. But I'm someone that just has patience. I'm someone that understands that Zach is in his 19th career game and he's young and he's learning on the fly. He cleans up his mistakes. I see a raw potential in Zach Wilson that I believe in. And I also see a strong mentality in Zach Wilson that I believe in, that can battle adversity, that can deal with the criticism. I mean, bro, did you guys hear the radio and the national media and Jets fans talking about Zach Wilson after that Patriots game, it doesn't get worse than that. I mean, the stuff that they were saying about Zach after the Patriots game was crazy. And it was rightfully so because Zach played like trash in that Patriots game. I'm not saying the criticism wasn't warranted. My point is, Zach Wilson heard all that shit. And it didn't faze him. He goes out there and beats the Buffalo Bills with a 72 completion percentage and no interceptions, right? So that shows me that Zach Wilson in the social media driven world can cancel out the noise and just bounce back. And that's what I love about him. I really, really think that's what I love about him, man. Blue and Yellow with another $2 donation. Thank you, bro. X Factor's coaching, offense, and overall after bye. Yeah, the scheme on offense is going to be key. I think LaFleur had one of his best games of his Jets coaching career against the Bills. That offense was so well. That offense was executed at a high level, man. Really was. And I give LaFleur credit, but he has to do better, for sure. Zach is just fine. Haters will hate. Some guys meld with the NFL a bit slower than others. Zach will be fine. He is smart and very talented. I agree. Joe says, Richie, Zach Wilson is absolutely horrible. It is one read throws where LaFleur makes the decisions. Listen, man. He's got the quick release. And if is that a bad thing? Now there's no credit to Zach Wilson hitting the first read throws. Now we're just going to discredit everything because now we're giving all the credit to LaFleur. None to Zach. I mean, what are we doing here? You know, like, I understand that the scheme is helping out Zach and the playmakers are helping out Zach. But if you look at the numbers don't lie. Zach Wilson is a very good quarterback this season in the pocket. When he's out of the pocket is when he's trash. And I'm not making that up, okay? I'm not making it up. It's a fact. Go look it up. Zach Wilson in the pocket has a high completion percentage and has very good numbers. When he escapes the pocket, terrible stats, one of the worst in the league. And I could not agree more with Robert Saleh. I think people are holding 4 bad throws against him. And he's got to prove them wrong. I mean, bro, how many times did we see in that winning streak with Zach Wilson of him running around and throwing the ball out of bounds to avoid a sack? I mean, 50 times or something like that. That's not going to help your completion percentage. That's not going to help your stats. So, listen, I'm not here trying to sell anybody on Zach Wilson, but my point is, I believe that he can improve. And that was my point, like, all season long. Like, there's people saying that Jeff Ulbrich is a bum and should be fired. And I'm like, no, I don't think that. I think that we should give him time to learn and allow him to develop as a defensive coordinator. Same thing with Zach, bro. Allow him time to develop. And I know that we're in a win-now window all of a sudden because we're 6-3. But, I don't know. I guess I just have a different perspective. He hasn't proved to be a franchise quarterback, and I'm not saying that, so don't twist my words, everybody. I simply think that he has qualities that has franchise quarterback. He hasn't proved it. And the way he proves it is consistency, right? It's a real bad thing. He melts under pressure. One read, no brain throws. A franchise quarterback gets paid for pressure throws. Now, are you talking about like pressure, like defense pressure, or like pressure like in clutch situations? Because Zach has been excellent in clutch situations this year. Are we allowed to give him credit for that or no? We're just not going to talk about that. Right? Now, when he's under duress of the defense, you're right. He is bad under pressure, and I think he needs to improve at that. He still's working out the kinks of figuring out how to be a quarterback that can extend plays with his legs and make plays down the field. And I think a lot of that has to do with the weapons downfield getting open for him when he's extending plays, because they're not. When Zach Wilson escapes the pocket, which he has a really good ability to do that, the wide receivers have to have the instincts to break off the route and get open. But if you want to talk about Zach under pressure in the clutch, how about the Jets being down by 2 possessions in Pittsburgh in the fourth quarter and Zach Wilson leading 2 come from behind victories? I mean, 2 touchdown drives to lead them to victory. So I know that you're talking about defensive pressure, and I agree that he's not good at it, but I also think that he can improve at that. But you got to give him credit about clutch situations. Flacco 1-2, Zach 5-1. Enough said. Let him know, Rob. Let them know. Here, do you think the Jets are going to get a flex for Sunday Night Football? Because I can see one coming soon. I love to. I would love that, man. The Jets are a team that is a fun squad that would be on prime time against the Steelers. And this is my point about like football fans. There's no winning. Like when you have an agenda and someone stinks, you will stick to that agenda. Because if Zach didn't come back against the Steelers, what would this guy be saying? He couldn't even come back against the Steelers. He's a bum. But if he does come back and beat the Steelers and has 2 game-winning touchdown drives, it's only against the Steelers. So there's no winning with these guys. That's so funny. There's no winning with haters. It's true. And I laugh through it because all the backup quarterbacks the Jets beat, all the bad teams the Jets beat, they get no credit. But if we lose against those same teams, oh, they can't even beat that team. Oh, they can't even beat the backup quarterback. Oh, blah, blah, blah. So there's no winning. Literally 0 winning with the naysayers, baby. And that's the reality of it. I love it. I think being in Pittsburgh, I know that the Steelers aren't a good football team this year, but if you watch that game, being in a hostile environment, also Zach Wilson's first game of the season after being injured and having a terrible first half, if you don't think it's impressive for him to complete on 4th and 7 in the clutch, to complete on 3rd down and 10 in the clutch, for him to literally be 10 of 12 for 128 yards in the fourth quarter to win, and your excuse, it's the Steelers, reevaluate yourself. Come on. Come on, baby. We're talking football here. It's the NFL. I don't care about the freaking opponent. It's a big boy league. Anybody can get beaten any given Sunday. The Commanders just beat the Eagles last night. All right? Upsets happen. I don't care that a team is not good and the Jets beat them. Because the Jets were always that bad team that loses. All right? Let's go. Mims breakout game. Now, only if Corey Davis is still injured. I'm down for the Mims breakout game. He had that clutch that clutch catch against the Patriots, the Bills, and that ball was beautiful. Can we talk about that throw real quick? Zach Wilson drops back to pass. 3rd and 5, fires a laser beam. First down. Now, that's clutch because Corey Davis is usually Zach Wilson's go-to guy in the clutch. Like that Pittsburgh Steelers game I keep bringing up, that was all Corey Davis in terms of who was getting the ball from Zach. Corey Davis was getting open on 4th down, and catching it. He was the reliable guy. So when he's down, and it's really refreshing that Mims can step up in his role, and Zach Wilson trusts Denzel to make that play in that situation. That's awesome. That our quarterback trusts Denzel, because that's what you want to see. And talking about Elijah Moore real quick, I think a big reason for the Elijah Moore situation is a lack of trust. I think the coaching staff cannot trust Elijah at this moment. I think that I'm not saying it should continue, but when he demanded a trade, I feel like the Jets coaching staff was like, all right, well, we're not going to trust you being the focal point of this offense. We're going to get Garrett Wilson, who we love and who's way more talented, the ball even more. And that's why you're seeing a lot of it. But I do like the Jets to transition Elijah Moore into the slot, and they need to get him the ball. All right? Enough of this nonsense. Get your playmaker the ball. But if the Jets beat the New England Patriots and Elijah Moore has no catches, will I be complaining? No, neither should you. If the Jets were losing and Elijah Moore is not getting the ball, it's a different conversation. But if Garrett Wilson has 11 catches for 150 yards and Elijah has no catches and we win, are we going to be upset about that? No. Zach needs to run more. Couldn't agree more. Zach Wilson possesses very underrated athleticism. Very underrated. He can run the ball. He just needs to do it more and protect his body. And I'm all in. Richie, I just looked at some of the team's schedules, and I think the game against the Bills, Week 14, is going to switch for prime time. It makes sense. Oh, man. Jets-Bills on prime time? That's scary. Can you imagine the Jets sweep the Bills this year? Talking about closing a gap in the division. We're halfway there. 2-1 in the division. Now, let's do it again. Let's go 2-1 again. Let's go. I'm pumped up right now, okay? I got like freaking my second cup of coffee. It's freaking ice cold by now, my Knicks cup. I don't like that. Ali's in the chat. What up, Ali? What's up, gang? What's up, my man? Let's go. All right, guys, let's open this up to a Jets Q&A. Any questions you may have in the chat, you let me know. Let's talk about the Jets. Let's talk about the Patriots. I want to ask you guys a question first. Who are your list of the most underrated players on this Jets team? Because there are so many. Who are some underrated players on the Jets that deserves their credit? I'll list off a few. Both Michael Carters. CJ Uzama. Nate Herbig. Quincy Williams. Bryce Huff. Quan Alexander. Connor McGovern. You heard that right. And if you guys watch all my film breakdowns, you know that when it comes to Connor McGovern, I'm very strict with him. Early on in the year, I was very critical of Connor McGovern because he wasn't playing good. Well, Connor McGovern has been very good the past couple of weeks. So he deserves the underrated role. Who else? Braxton Berrios, right? Little gadget guy. Joyner's a good one. Whitehead. Oh, man. It's going to be a very, very fun week of preparation for this game. Guys, if you're just tuning into the show, please do me a gigantic favor and hit that like button, everybody. Please, please, please. Hit that like button. Let's get to 100 likes. 100 likes, please. Is that too much to ask? Let's go! Let's go. We have 69 likes now. Nice. Do I know Jet Central? Yes, I do. Chris says, what color jerseys do you think we will wear? Give me the white jerseys with the black pants. We're undefeated. Undefeated with them. Give me it. Give me the white jerseys and the black pants all day, every day. Sign me up. I'm going to head out. Peace out, Trenton. Pat's week. Let's go. Guys, we have a special guest coming on the show tomorrow. By the way. Special guest coming on the show tomorrow at noon. So stay tuned for that. Tomorrow's show kicks off at noon, and we have a special guest. We got Nicholas tuning in from college. Thank you, bro. So the stakes are as high as it ever has been. Which is it going to be? 7-3 in first place? Or 6-4 in last? Patriots already announced they'll be wearing their white jerseys. Oh. Well, then our only option is the green. So I guess we're going to be wearing the green jerseys with the white pants for the first time this year. Give me green jerseys, black pants. I don't know. Is the black pants that's the magic? Our rookies are better than the entire Patriots team right now. How incredible. We do have the best rookie class I've ever seen in my life. Right? How about all Gotham black? We're wearing our all black jerseys the next game at home against the Bears. We have the black helmets and the black jerseys 2 more times this season. Against the Bears and then the Jaguars on Thursday night. We'll be winning with those green jerseys. Hell yeah. Hell yeah! I'm afraid Zach going to lay an egg in this game. Hey, man, we're scarred, but I believe that he will bounce back. We got to pull out the green jerseys for once. I think this is the season. I mean, this is the game where that will happen. All right, Robert Saleh, what is it going to be? What's it going to be, Coach? How are you going to prepare this team to beat the freaking Patriots? If we could beat the damn Buffalo Bills, why can we not beat the New England Patriots, who are a worse team than us? A worse team than the Bills. A worse team than the Dolphins. Hey, the Dolphins beat the Patriots all the time. Why can't we do that? There's no reason to believe we can't. No reason to believe that we can't. Guys, help me out. Let's get to 100 likes. 76. Let's get to 100. 100. Let's see it. Yo, do you guys know how mobile Zach Wilson is? Do you guys know how athletic Zach Wilson is? Well, I want to bring us back. Let's do a throwback real quick. I want to bring us to a throwback to his rookie year. Here's my reaction to Zach Wilson's 52-yard rushing touchdown last season against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here it is. Oh, all-out blitz incoming. Zach Wilson's got to get rid of it. Zach escapes pressure. Zach tucks in and runs. Zach Wilson's loose. Zach Wilson's running. He's got all day. He stays in bounds. Zach Wilson cuts it. Zach Wilson gets in the end zone for the touchdown. What a good old days, right? Let's see that. Let's see that, Zach. See that again. See that again. See that all over again. Love it. All right, everybody, we're going to wrap up the stream here. Hit that like button on your way out. The New York Jets control their own destiny to make the playoffs, and they have a chance to go to 7-3 and be in first place with the win. We're going to be talking about the Patriots all week long. You know the vibes. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit that like button, of course, and let's go freaking Jets. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I got to go start making my Touchdown Kingdom video, and let's freaking go, all right? Let's go, baby. Let's go. We love you all. Hit that thumbs up. JETS. Jets. Jets.